stay-at-home dad, watching Disney movies he never had. His daughter digs through all the VHS, crushing the classics in a princess dress. Informed like Scuttle, Kurt's got your ticket, making it real like Jiminy Cricket. Most are off the Captain Hook, but if the Tweedledum, he'll be taking more shots than Bambi's mom. Leave him raised like Simba, or cracked like the beast dishes. He'll show you a whole new world, you won't need pre-wishes. Stay-at-home Disney dad.
Late, but time marches on and I'm doing one of these a week, no excuses. Let's press play. Ad for sing-along songs, The Muppets, Treasure Island, Gargoyles, the movie, awesome. Timon and Pumbaa's Wild Adventure, now available on VHS. What? Where can I get my hands on this tape that I'm currently watching? Okay, Hangin' with Baby, Hakuna Matata is the intro to the what? What is this? This had to be one of those weekly rushed shows they put out after the hit movie. The opening montage to Hakuna Matata is about nothing. There's no shots of villains or anything, it's just them. Never Everglades is the first show on this VHS called Hanging with Baby. So we have an egg truck that swerves and an egg falls off and lands in the jungle. Pumbaa wakes up and thinks he laid an egg. He's gonna be a daddy. Timon says, you can't lay an egg, and Pumbaa goes, why not? And Timon walks the explanation of girl parts right up to the line about how he doesn't have the proper inner workings, then turns it into nonsense. And that was kind of fun. I'll admit I had no idea where that conversation was headed. It was almost getting uncomfortable. The egg hatches. It's the jumpy baby alligator who thinks Pumbaa is his mom. Timon reads off the characteristics of an alligator and comes to the conclusion that it's a chicken. Pumbaa tries teaching it some life lessons and hilarity ensues. Timon is all pissy about the whole thing, and honestly, it sheds a light on how narcissistic the Timon character is. He doesn't want to share Pumbaa, and he's mad that there's something else in his life that is getting his attention. Timon realizes Pumbaa is trying to set a good example and hasn't burped in front of this kid. So Pumbaa hasn't belched for 3 days, and I thought this would be an important fact that would pay off later. But it doesn't. Pumbaa keeps hammering home that Timon is setting a bad example, and now I'm starting to think that this was written by someone who doesn't have kids and by someone who hates kids, and he hates all the people around him who have kids that never they never shut up about their kids. Timon finally snaps, what happened to the no worry days? Amen, brother. He claims Junior is cramping our lifestyle, but Pumbaa counters, time spent with our kid is as rewarding as our old times together, and something is definitely happening behind the scenes here in the writer's room. There's some projecting going on big time. Timon finds a piece of paper that Junior has run away from home because Timon told him to his face he's an ugly chicken, he's never gonna fit in. Oof. They have to find him. And they do find him, but he's grown up now and he's frolicking with a lady friend. They're like about to get it on, so they gotta stop it, right? My man. Timon and Pumbaa, that's what they do. They stop romantic relationships from happening. Like, why? They should have a gritty reboot of this cartoon where Pumbaa and Timon are incels, and he's like, why don't women want to be with us, Timon? Allies don't get action, Pumbaa. Come on. That one lands. Okay, up next, the announcer tells us they meet their match raising an eagle in To Kill a Manjaro Bird. Yeah, we're on to the second cartoon. There's a giant eagle yelling at them for eating her baby's breakfast grubs. The baby looks like Tweety Bird. Mom goes to find more grubs and makes Timon and Pumbaa babysit the baby eagle. Mom is a psychopath. She tells her baby, Mom will be back as soon as she can, so you be a good boy for these grub thieves. That's pretty funny. Timon wants to immediately bounce and leave the kid alone like he doesn't care, but Pumbaa makes him go through the motions of babysitting. So Timon rushes through a game and a bedtime story and brushes his teeth and drops him in his nest, and Pumbaa says Timon didn't do a good job. And he goes, what? The eagle's fast asleep. But no, he's not. The baby eagle's up and he tries to jump off a branch and they save his life. And oh yeah, see, Mom said he hasn't learned to fly yet. So we're going to go Max and Ruby with this one, I bet. He's going to learn to fly despite these two bumblers, and Mom's going to come back and celebrate their success. Okay, baby eagle is now hopping along the side of the cliff of a mountain, and they're doing everything they can to keep him alive. This turns into a Roadrunner cartoon now, like legit. I wonder if this is on purpose, like an homage or something to Looney Tunes. I don't know. The baby finally jumps off the ledge again, and Timon says, hey, don't stop him, don't worry. His natural bird-like instincts will kick in and he will learn to fly. Pumbaa asks, He looks over the corner, he looks over the edge and goes, was he supposed to fly straight into the ground? And that's funny. Mom comes back and is obviously horrified because her kid's dead. Tomoto's like, make something up. And Pumbaa goes, he jumped out and splatted on the ground. Then baby Earl, that's the little bird, suddenly appears in the sky. He's flying, and yep, Max and Ruby. Mom is so pleased they taught him how to fly. And we fade to black. And we have our last cartoon, Rafiki in Good Mousekeeping. We meet a mouse and some elephants, and one is voiced by Fred Flintstone. They want to play baseball with the mouse as the ball ain't better. Yabba dabba don't! The other elephant picks up a log. He's going to use it as a bat, and they pitch the mouse to him like a ball, and he knocks the mouse through the air miles away, or he lands in Rafiki's treehouse. Jesus! The mouse tells Rafiki his problems. The elephants are bullying him. When you're small like me, you get pushed around big time. He wants respect and status, and this is his Rafiki wish, because that's the thing. Every animal gets one wish from Rafiki. The mouse doesn't even want to think about it, and he wishes to be big and fast. He can fly and he can swim, and I feel some monkey paw lessons coming real quick. Rafiki tries to tell him that these things aren't going to get him respect, but he wishes for that anyway, so Rafiki casts a spell, and he has this like funny limerick that's going to be a terrible rhyme, and he pauses before he ends it because he knows it's a terrible rhyme. He goes for it anyway. That's a hard joke to explain verbally, but it was really funny. Okay, he's now a giant flying monster mouse with a fishtail. Now, first of all, the vultures see him and they just laugh at him, because he looks like a mutant. They just laugh at the way he looks. And again, this is all Looney Tunes animation. He tries to outfly the vultures and he lands in the water because he can't fly as good as the vultures. Now he's gonna outswim a fish. Not! Now he's a bully playing baseball with the fish, and Rafiki comes and is like, you became what you vowed to conquer. He goes to the bully elephants, but they're like, oh, he got bigger, let's think up a new game, and they're gonna play football with him now. Rafiki comes and scares off the elephants, he shuts it down, and the weird mouse mutant has his come to Jesus moment. He wants to go back to normal, lesson learned. The elephants come back, and he stands up for himself, and just like that, the elephants back down for this little mouse. And now I never understood the whole stand up to your bullies narrative. I would love a study done to see the percentage of people who were told to just stand up to their bullies, and they took that advice back to school or the playground. They stood up for themselves and just got their asses kicked anyway, or got their asses kicked twice as hard for standing up to their bullies. This one went to some dark, unexpected places.
That's what I think about.
What do you think?
What we have is a concern about Curtis Anderson. His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best. I was wondering if the man has some kind of a hold over the channel that he's allowed to be employed for so long with the standards of journalism and personal appearance that he has. Thank you.